This one I knew a nigga was snitching on me because they was like, oh, did you kick in the car wash a couple days earlier? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. He was like, I'm talking about that motherfucker wrote, that nigga ran down my people name, everything to me. He's like, I know you this ain't you. You got a scholarship, this and that. Just go ahead and tell us that they had something to do with it because they got long rap sheets. I just never got caught. It's my first time. So I'm like, nah, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, this don't make sense. Like, you know you gonna go sit for a long time. Like, it is what it is. Acting tough as a motherfucker. Like, man, it is what it is. Take me to my cell. Never been to one. I'm acting like, oh, yeah, take me to my cell, bro. I ain't got no more to talk about.
Hurting inside, though.
Scared inside, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what it's. I don't know what's back there. So, my first night.
Shavel. Love after lockup. Is that how you say it? The guy Quaylon.
But sometimes you just gotta let people run into a brick wall, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta let people just find out on their own. Me and my cousins, it was more so, it's like, what, 5 of us? Then my cousin Shavel was like the only girl. So I think that like helped me a lot though, cause like I ain't have my pops. So like having my cousins was like my father figures. Feel me? So like that like helped me get through a lot of stuff. Cause I know I hear stories from people and they be like, they pops wasn't around, which I feel like they use that. Some people, I ain't gonna say everybody, but some people use that as an excuse to be like, oh, I did this and I did that because my pops wasn't there. Or my pops wasn't. But nah, I kind of like twisted it. Like I use it as like motivation. Like, I'm gonna show this nigga like he should have been here. You know what I'm saying? So with them being there and then we all playing sports and shit, it like makes a lot of stuff easier. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying? I can lean on my cousin. I can lean on this cousin, or I can fall forward. I can fall back because they are, you know what I'm saying, right there. I mean, growing up, they was right there.
Yeah.
But as far as like, we competed a lot. It didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter. We wanted to win. So, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I used to cry. I ain't gonna lie, I keep it a band. I used to cry when I lost because I wanted to win that bad.
I'm the same way.
I hated it. I hated losing. So I say far as probably like that dog mentality just came from shit, the upbringing from the trenches, being in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you ain't got it how everybody else got it. So you gonna have to make something happen or you ain't gonna have shit.
I'm sure you were a lot like I was when I was a kid, because when Thomas used to beat me at the video game and make fun, I'd break the controller, throw it at his head, be ready to fight, swing on him, all that stuff. I mean, I don't win, but I see, you know what I mean? I didn't care though. I'm ready to fuck because I feel like you embarrassing me by me losing, you know?
Right.
So your household was not them though, right?
It was. I was always me, my sister, and my mama, but we didn't live that far away from my other cousins. Like it was a time like we all did live in the same, you know what I'm saying, house. At one point, all of us lived in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of us. I think that was like the last time we was the closest. Was when I was younger. Cause it's like you go through so much with a person, but until you get older, that's when you start seeing, like, yo, that life that I was living, that wasn't living. I was surviving, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now it's to the point where, like, what you want in life, and you see other people that you actually, like, grew up with, or that's your family, and don't be on the same type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, separate myself.
You talking about when y'all was on, Colorado, 12th in Colorado?
That time, I'm talking about when we was even younger. I'm talking about we lived on Bell Fountain.
Okay. What part of Bell Fountain y'all stay on?
I think the 30s.
Oh, I thought all y'all stayed on 12th in Colorado together.
Yeah, we did. We stayed on Colorado too. But I'm talking about we was young. I'm talking about that's when it was, because when we got on Colorado, it was more so like everybody got their ego now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their, you feel me? When we was younger in there, it was just like, oh yeah, we just, you know what I'm saying, Mark and Barrell was older. It was already me, Brennan, and Walter. So we always together, they was always together, and we always looked up to them. Then when we got to 1222 Colorado, we in junior high now. People, you know what I'm saying, noticing us, talking all the ways about us. So now it's like you got an ego now. And I was like, man, I don't care what you talking about. Yeah. You know, I'm doing my own thing. Cause everybody was really doing their own thing in the same house. So
it was just you, your mom, and your sisters. Mm-hmm. How many sisters?
I got 2 sisters.
2 sisters. What's the age gap?
I think like 6 years between my 2 little sisters. I think between me, I think it's about 4. I think it's about 4.
Yeah. So you the firstborn.
Yeah.
And you in the house with all girls.
Yeah.
With all women.
All women, yeah.
And your dad is not around.
Right.
So you naturally become it explains a lot how you are, though. Mm-hmm. You start to become a protector
early.
But also you have those emotions, though, too.
Yeah.
From being in the house with all
women.
You're not afraid to cry.
Express myself.
Express yourself. So how did that work going into, like, other communities besides your family? Like going to school, how did that translate to school? Leaving from a household full of girls that you have to protect, that you probably built like a super attitude behind. How did that translate going into the real world?
I feel like it made me appreciate women. Cause you see all their stories. You know what I mean? You see like if you got one auntie going through this, and you got another auntie going through that, then you got another auntie going through, and you all in the same house, you see their stories. So it's like, if I'm sitting up here looking at everything that a dude's not supposed to do, I'm already know what to do. Mm-hmm. My auntie didn't went through this with this dude, so I ain't gonna be like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She went through this, I ain't gonna be like him. So it showed me a lot. I was more of and I still am, a sponge. I was a sponge. I always just listen to shit. I want to soak it up. You know what I'm saying? And I use it. Like me, I don't know, man. I'm soft when it comes to the right female. Like, yeah, you can have everything in my pocket. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like that, like being around my aunties and stuff, like growing up, it made me become a man. It didn't teach me to be a man because I don't feel like a woman can teach a man to be a man because you're not a man. Yeah. But it actually helped me a lot. You know what I mean? So it's to the point where like I look at things as far as like certain females and stuff, and I don't never be on no shit like, oh well, yeah, you gotta be somebody like my aunties. Yeah, like, nah, I don't want that. But you know what I'm saying? But the characteristics that they had and the morals that they brought and showed us, it's like, yeah, I would want that. You know what I mean? The hustle mentality, ambition, determination. Yes, I want that in my woman that I do. So I feel like it helped me, if anything.
Yeah. Did you ever ask about your pops when you was in the house? Like, what are the things you heard about your pops?
So, my pops, who I thought was my pops, wasn't my pops. Oh. So, he passed. Dude passed.
The one that you thought was
I thought was my pops.
Okay. Thought was your pops.
So, even before that, I used to ask my auntie Sylvia all the time, like, oh man, what my pops, like, that used to get to me. But that's why I was telling you earlier, with my cousins being around, like, but the part that like killed me every time, like when they go with their pops. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like going to Six Flags and shit. And like, oh man, so I know I want to go, but I gotta be tough. Like, man, I don't even want to go to that shit. Probably ain't gonna be fun. Y'all gonna be standing. I'm trying to make it whack, but I know it's gonna be fun. Yeah. And I didn't go, and that's just like every single time. Or like my other cousins, like Byron and Brandon, like they pops didn't live in the state, but he always made sure they good. You feel me? And that shit, yeah, that. I never was jealous of my cousins for having their father. You feel me? Like I never was. I'm not even a jealous person. But it got to me though. It's like, damn, what I do? Feel me? Like what I do, my pops in. You know what I mean? So the whole time I'm thinking that, right? So boom, fast forward. My godmom, after dude passed, she told me, yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude passed. I'm like, I ain't know the nigga, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm older now, so I'm already into my zone, so I don't care. So she's like, but that ain't your daddy. I'm like, wait a minute. What you talking about? Because I met him when I was 13. First time I met him, he was like, you smoke, you drink? I'm like, nah. He rolled over, went to sleep. Never seen him again. I'm like, okay, boom, that ain't my daddy, so that memory don't count. So then, you know what I'm saying? So then,
I don't mean to laugh, but that's crazy.
no, I'm just saying, so that it can't hurt me no more. You feel me?
I get what you said, but just
then when she told me, like, I think I know who your pops is, I'm like, who? She sent me a picture. I'm like, this nigga look like me. So, boom, she sent me his number. I called him and shit. He was cool about it. He was like, yeah, I thought I only had, because I got a brother, but he thought that was his only son. So, long story short, my mama was cheating on this nigga with my pops and didn't want to tell him because who the nigga was. So she never told him. You know what I'm saying? So my pops never knew either. So, you know what I'm saying? It happens. Shit happens. But, I mean, when I met him, it was cool and shit. It was like I knew him for a long time, bro. It's like everything that I've been waiting for to be like, damn, like this nigga real cool. And then till it got too cool. Till it got to the point where I'm more of the father than he is.
Mm.
So I had to separate myself.
Break that down.
Like, it was more of the simple fact, it's like, I was so on my shit and I wanted him to do like better in life and shit. So anything he wanted, I gave it to him. To the point where it was like, oh yeah, my son got it, so I'm good. Not, oh, I'm giving you, my son giving me an opportunity, so I ain't gonna spit in his face. That's what, you know what I'm saying? So I just like, you know what? Cool. Put you on the spot or whatever, and however you figure it out, you figure it out. I pay the first month and that's it. Because I'm going to just drown. Because you ain't helping me. You just taking it as like, oh yeah, I see you out there, you did your thing, you got up. Like, we good. We? Nah, man. And that's what a lot of people expect. That's like you blow up right now. Everybody that's around you associated with you going to be like, whoa, what's up? Remember that time?
Yeah.
So, it was like now, to go back, the whole time I was wanting that pops, I ain't want that shit.
He just wasn't what you expected.
He ain't what I wanted.
He ain't what you wanted in the father. I kind of ask people this all the time. Not all the time, but I've asked a few people this, I believe, on camera. That Will Smith scene.
Crazy.
Did that used to hit you?
Every time.
And what?
It hit me more when I was younger.
Yeah.
Than now. But when I was younger, I felt like that. You know what I mean? And it's easy for your parents or your cousins and aunts like, man, it ain't you, bro. Well, shit, your daddy here. How y'all gonna answer that? Your pop's here. Why mine's not? Well, mama didn't pick him right? I mean, that's the only thing you can really think of. Because that's like somebody telling you, like, you know what I'm saying, you got money and they don't got money. Boy, you gonna get it, bro. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Yeah. They're trying to find a way to get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not trying to find a way to give me to my pops, so why are you trying to tell me, like, oh, it ain't your fault? I just stopped caring. But I didn't use it as a mechanism to be like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna act out. Just gonna da-da-da-da. Nah. I'm using it as motivation.
You don't think you acted out?
Do I think
when you look back? I mean, it might have not been what you meant to do. You don't think it caused you to act out?
Well, my pops, I don't think
it might have not been a direct. You might have not have seen it like that. You know what I'm saying? And you might have looked at everybody else and said, "I ain't gonna use it for that." You know what I'm saying? Because if your pops not being there didn't bother you at all, you wouldn't react like you react when you finally met him.
Right.
I mean, met him. Met him. Met him was crazy. When you finally met him.
I did.
Yeah. So I do think and you had like not jealousy, but a little envy towards your cousins and stuff. And when you really think about it, they didn't have not all of them had their dad like that either.
But it was more than me.
It was just more than you, but it was still, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's still not like how it should have been.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
They could look at, let's just say Barrell and them could look at how my pops is there and be like, damn, as a matter of fact, Barrell said that or something like that. He was like, damn, these niggas got their daddy in there. They stay with their daddy? and shit. When he used to come over my father, he said something about that. Now that I think about
that's
it,
so rare though.
Huh?
It's rare.
It's rare. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. Like, we didn't move with him until we got older, but we still cherished that shit. So I understood, like, dudes around us didn't have a daddy and how that could feel towards them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You said that I feel like I act out when I was younger or just in the past?
I feel like since I've known you, you've been acting out. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I spotted you, when I first rode my bike onto that block over there with Barrell and Oscar, and y'all was outside playing basketball with y'all shirts off, all y'all little cocky ass niggas, and y'all hair was wild. I said, I'm gonna have to fight at least two of these. Because these little niggas look bad and I ain't got time to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all fit the script of the niggas that I used to always have to fight. So, you know what I'm saying? But you've always been the wild card. So it's funny you say you didn't act out. You might not have. Okay.
Let me take that back. Let me rewind it. Let me take that back. I didn't act out and use my pops as excuse for not being there. Okay,
yeah. All right. You use that as the cover story.
Right.
But it was in the book.
It was in there.
It was in the book.
It was in there, but I can't put that on him. I only put like maybe 5%. That's how much. Like 5% on my pops for that situation for me in my life. Like, I wouldn't put like all that on him. Cause like at the end of the day, that ain't stopped me from, like, you know what I'm saying, keep going. So I can't put that on him.
Yeah. I'm not saying put it on him. But the absence of anything, like, cause even your mom, even your grandmas, even your aunties, cousins, I mean, your friends, we could be there but not be there. So it's you, it's everybody around, everything that happens in your life. But I don't want you to feel like he didn't have nothing, because if you don't acknowledge it, you won't know how to
feel. Yeah. That's what I said. I said like 5%.
Yeah, cause like I said, you a wild card. I remember one time we was at the I don't know if you remember, I think it was me, you, it was either Brandon or Oscar. And we was at a hospital. I forgot why we was there. It was for you, though. We was up there, we was waiting in the lobby or whatever, and some dude walked in with 3 girls or whatever. I happened to look up. He said, "Why are you looking at these little girls?" And you just went on. I didn't even get a chance to react. You probably don't remember that, but that always stood out. I was like, this nigga's crazy. It had to, because I feel like Oscar reacted too. Like, my cousin ain't looking at your little girl. I just happened to look up, and the nigga was like, "Man, these little girls, why you looking at them?" Boy, you went off. We had to, like, oh, my man, look, come on, cuz this nigga that shit ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you super reactive. I mean, there's nothing that can, even like, if something happened small with your cousins or something.
I was on that.
The way I'm saying, like, that you feel is against you. Like, let's just say, I feel like if somebody turned you down once on something, you feel like, fuck them. And you don't even know why they turned you down. You feel like, fuck them. And I only know this just sitting talking to you one-on-one and stuff and really feeling you out. Because I am somebody I feel like you used to be honest with or something when we sit down and talk. And like just reading that stuff, I feel like not having your pops and like having to be the protector over the women in your house, and it made you like, fuck it.
I ain't never think of it like that.
Having to bear the responsibility and always feeling like you there for people, and it's the moment they say no about something, not even knowing why they said no.
No, the people who I was there for said no?
Yeah, may have just said no about, "Nah, I can't pick you up today." I'm just using the example. "I can't pick you up today. I gotta do this."
You think I was like,
I think you don't yell it, but your emotion is like, fuck them.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
Yeah, you may not even explain it. Somebody might not even know why you upset with them, but you like, fuck it. And going back to the thing with the women, that's something I noticed about you that I always notice. I'm like, and this is me looking from afar, because I never got to see your relationships up close with women. But it seems like you are super, like, once you get one, you super attached to them,
on them, yeah.
To the point where when it's over, it's fuck
you,
yeah. Fuck you. Like you get hurt. I don't know how you get hurt, but one moment y'all best friends,
right?
My best friend. I feel like you give people that title too easy.
That and the simple fact, I feel like when you with somebody and people be like, oh, you can forgive. I just feel like some things unforgivable. That's just me. Everybody entitled to how they feel, but I just feel like some things unforgivable. And you see it on social media all the time. Females, oh, man need to be this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. I want this, 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 and this. Like I said earlier, I'm a sponge. I hear all of it. Mm-hmm. It ain't the fact that I'm changing who I am. No, I'm trying to give you what you want. So the fact of me giving you what you want to see, you don't even want that. You don't want that. You want to be slutted out. You want to be in the streets. You want to do what you got to do. Whatever. You don't really want that. You don't really want. They all of them be sitting there saying like, "Yeah, I want my man to be at home with me. We just live." And you don't really want that. You don't. And that's just something that you just see. And I feel like a lot of people, what they see on social media, they feel like that's their life. They want their life to mimic that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know who they are because they live so much through social media. They don't even got their own identity. It's like you see one person want to be a nail tech, everybody want to be a nail tech. One person in CNA, everybody want to be in CNA. One person want to sit there, everybody want to do it. So it's like, but yeah, I be soft for him.
Yeah,
when I fuck with him, I be soft for him. Yeah,
yeah. You get like really. I be like, oh man, he done gave her the best friend tag already. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think you do that though? Because now we removing the fact that because your mother was there. Mm-hmm. I don't know in what capacity for you. Now why are you hugging on the women so quickly and loving them? Could it be that you feel like your mom didn't receive that and that's what you wanted her to get, or your daughter? What do you think that is?
They stories.
What you mean?
The female, I feel like they stories. They tell me what they been through with somebody else, you know what I'm saying, before me, and it kind of like, I mean, it could be lying, but these bitches get some Oscars then, because I'm telling you, because they, for real, and it just be like, because it's very rare to find a dude who not gonna beat you up, who not gonna cuss you out, who not gonna belittle you as a woman, who not gonna make you feel like, oh, it's somebody else and you not good enough. That's rare. Then when you do get it, you don't know what to do with it because you never had it before. Yeah, that's like when real. That's like real. That's like when a nigga say, oh yeah, boy, when I get this money, I'm gonna do this, and this until it's in your lap.
Talk.
Then when it's in your lap, that list doesn't even exist no more. Now you out here trying to go get a Hellcat. You didn't have Hellcat on the list. Now Hellcat is over the whole list.
That nigga talking.
For real, bro. So it be kind of confusing. But I always went by like, I'm never gonna dirty somebody else's plate from what the last person did to me. Everybody get a clean slate with me. Your first time come to me, it's a clean slate. I ain't gonna be like, hey, so-and-so fucked me over. So when you come over here, just know you're gonna have to work. I think that's corny. I have to work to get into you from what somebody else did to you. How the fuck is that fair?
Yeah.
I just think that is mad corny when people be saying that like, oh, if you're gonna hold your guard up, baby, don't jump in that field trying to look for somebody to be with you. If you're gonna be so guarded that, you're gonna have to tear my guard down, man, goddamn, I already gotta take you out to eat. Now I gotta tear down the guard. Yeah. I already gotta buy like, nah, man, I'm not doing all that. No, I'm cool, I'm straight. It's straight.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's understood. Yeah. Why would I want to do all that work if I don't know it's worth working for?
Right.
And what part do you do in this? I understand that. So I'm assuming because you said they want to get slutted out. Mm-hmm. You've been cheated on?
Nah.
So when you say they want to get slutted out, you mean they just want to be treated bad?
Yeah, clearly.
They can't take you.
They can't take. I ain't gonna say they. I ain't gonna say as in all females. Cause I ain't about to have them all on me like, you got me here. Nah. But it's like, and I take it back to the fact that like what I just said, like, they ain't used to it.
Yeah.
You ain't used to no man, you cooking for you, cleaning for you, folding your clothes, doing laundry. You not used to that. I had to do that because I had two little sisters and my mama had to work night shift. So I had to do it. It's in me. It ain't on me, it's in me. So this is not nothing for me to be like when people be like, oh, I bring this to the table. Fuck a table, it does nothing but sit there. Stop saying that. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if I'm sitting over here doing all of this and I already put in the mindset, OG told me this, he said, bro, if your girl come home, you done cook, clean, fold the clothes, did the laundry, put the kids down. Only thing she got to do is you. So I'm like, all right, bam. Put that in my... Then when they come home and all this is done, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't know how to react to something you're not used to. You used to come to the house, she probably nigga on the gang, smoking, you know what I mean? Dishes piled sky high. She mad, probably had a bad day at work. He ain't checked on her all day at work. Ain't sent her nothing, no text, no nothing. And then asked for $40 for a sack. And then you got a nigga like me, like, hey, you straight? You eat today? How your mental? You good? You need me to... I already went and did the little, you know what I'm saying, mulch stuff for your little flower pot and garden and shit. I heard you talking about something you wanted to put some new kitchen sinks and shit in there, appliances and stuff. I already called some people. I don't know how to fix it, but I got the money to get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I be like, man, motherfuckers don't be wanting that shit, bro. Yeah. They say it because it look good, bro. It sound good. It might feel good to some. But in the end, they don't worry about the shit.
And it did. What I do say on the outside, like, I know a lot of women like that you bring. Like, you the matching outfits type of nigga. Too.
Oh yeah, I'm on that. Yeah. I go buy it. I'm the nigga that buys it. Yeah. Motherfucker be like, I remember my ex when I was out there in Kentucky, motherfucker was like, damn man, like she be making you do that. She was like, I don't, but he buy this. Cause I feel like you a representation of me. If I got that shit on, you gonna have that shit on. Yeah. I don't care what the situation. I don't care if we going to Walmart. I don't like it. I don't like females go to Walmart, they bonnet on. If you gonna I'm gonna go real quick. Girl, ain't nothing to take that off. Cause you never know who sees you. You never know what conversation you're gonna have. Millionaires is not just the people on TV. It could be somebody walking and be like, oh man, walk right past you just because your appearance threw them off. Whole time, that could be your blessing walking right past you. I take that shit serious. And I wanted to apologize because I hate being late to stuff. But I had to go to Smoothie King because I stopped eating meat.
Oh, it's all good.
So, but that too.
I appreciate you.
Right. But I ain't, nah, bro.
It's the first time I ever heard what you just said as far as like, not in the sense of the bonnets with the women. But you know, Mark, when we was younger, used to always throw on his chain and all that before he go to the gas station. I'm like, bro, why are you throwing that stuff on just to go to the gas station? He's like, bro, you never know who you gonna run.
You never know.
He used to, and Mark wasn't no like super flashy person. Right. He just like, you know, he throw on his clean white tee, a nice silver chain or whatever, and never, like watch or whatever. You
never know, man.
That was the first time I ever heard that, and I took that and I still didn't use it because I still go looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Look at how I'm up. See, what people probably don't know or probably don't care is you can only see my top half. So I might be sitting in here some boxers and stuff with a nice hoodie on or something like that. I ain't know. They can see y'all jeans and all that stuff. So I can walk around looking like, so I'm used to it.
But I mean, it all depends though. I just feel like a dude, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But I just know how I see my lady is like, nah.
Nah, I get it.
Because it'll be like, oh yeah, you got a dude? Like, yeah, my dude's canvas. Look like that? Nah, man, I can't. I don't even give a fuck if I gotta buy it. Yeah. If I want you to look a certain time, you gonna have to, all right, it's already bought. It's already did, just go to the nail shop. I already paid for it. Yeah. I'm one of them. But that's why I said I don't do the whole second chance shit. For what? I was stepping first the first time. Nah, I holler at you.
We're gonna close this out right here and bring it back as far as the women, because I want to go back to what led you, because you ended up doing time too.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what led you from being a one of the doper basketball players in the city. Well, from what I seen,
right.
One of them ones, a joyful kid. I ain't saying you never did anything, but I'm just saying, like, being around your cousins, just having fun and all that, to actually the street life. And not only that, your family has a history. The Gant name has a history, like in the city.
Right.
Like from like that I didn't know that people always used to yell at me, like, oh, you cool with them Gants? You cool with them Gants? So yeah, so talk about some of that.
I don't know. I mean, growing up, it was so many of us, we never really had no issues. Like people was like, it's one of us, it's all of us.
Yeah.
And you know you're gonna have to fight all of us. So you just might as well just let us have it at this point. But I feel like though, growing up put me in a space of like, how I wanna put it, like emotional attachments, like I gotta be around them until I went to college.
Until I went, your family?
Yeah, my family.
Okay.
So until I went, and when I went to college, I was just saying like, man, I don't need nobody. How everybody just living from different type of, you know what I'm saying, world, parts of the world and shit. And you see them, I'm from Chicago, I'm from New York, I'm from Texas, I'm from Memphis. I'm like, oh shit, like the culture and looking at all this shit, it like kind of like threw me away from like family, because I guess more to life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they always gonna be there. Well, I mean, most of them, but I think as far as like, I always been the type to want to, like you said, protect and provide. So when that situation came about, it was just ugly. It was real bad. I was already in college. When I went to prison, I was already in college. And I was just about to get a scholarship to Maryville. No, Mo West.
Okay.
It was Mo West, because I had got offered from Nebraska, but my grades weren't good, so I had to go to community college. So in the community college, they let you play in the beginning, like the preseason games, and all the colleges come see you. So if they want you, they can pull you. You know what I'm saying? Work stuff out, get you to the college. So I think like my first, and my son was just born. So I had already been to a couple colleges going through shit. So my son was just born. I think like the first 3 games, I had like 30. I was going crazy. Like probably like that one game I had when we was at Central and I just kept hitting all them threes. It was like that.
What's his name? Carvel? Y'all was going at it.
Yeah.
You and the dude. The ball wasn't even touching the net.
Yeah.
It was going straight through. Like,
yeah,
I think you had like 44 points that day.
And then that's how it was when I was in college. So like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and I don't know, I think it was more I got my son, so I'm about to yell, like, you know what I mean? Because I remember everything I went through with my pops, right? So, boom. My baby mama, she got mad that I went to college and then stayed with her and get a job and all that. And I'm like, I ain't know that. Like, I'm about to go to college. Ain't nobody in my family really got a real degree, so I want to go get that, right? So, boom. I was like 8 hours away from them. So then when I went to college in Garden City, I had got, after the little preseason game shit, before I even can tell her, like, good news, because I was gonna go to Mo West, and I wasn't gonna be like only like 2 hours away from him. You know what I'm saying? I had a voicemail on my phone. It was like, oh, you decided to go to college, so don't worry about seeing your son no more. I dropped out next day. Dropped out of school and got a ride back to Kansas. And I'm just thinking, like, it's just in my mind, I think I'm gonna take her to court and tell the court, well, what though? How you gonna take a court and ain't got no bread? What, the lawyer just giving you lawyers? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm 18, 19 years old. I'm not thinking, I'm like, man, I don't want my son to go through what I just went through. Feel me? So I'm just like, fuck that. So I went back, you know what I'm saying? People I was fucking with or whatever put me on some licks. One of them didn't work out. The second one did. I got popped. And when you get in there, man, when you getting behind the walls and that door shut, that's a feeling I wouldn't wish on nobody.
When you say some licks, what do you mean?
Like, hit a lick, kicked in a car wash. That didn't work. Goofy ass nigga said the safe, you could just pick it up. It was bolted to the floor. So that didn't work. And then the bank robbery thing, little bank robbery shit. Did the snatch run at the bank. So after that shit happened, I was like, shit. And I know it messed a lot of people up. Like, why the fuck he do that shit like that? But nobody knew what was going on. Like, to this day, like, this is the first time he ever said anything about it. Because I know a lot of people like, bro, why he about to get ready to go to college? He got a scholarship. Why would he go do that? But it was like bad. Like, I panicked. I ain't had no bread, and I ain't had my son either.
Yeah.
Like you said, fuck it. That's just how it was.
So when you were in emotion about to do this bank or whatever, because the only time you probably had seen it was on a movie or something like that. Did you even think was it even a plan for it, or was it just like, hey, we're going to get this money. I gotta get my.
I got to. It was either do it or don't get your kid. That's just how I seen it. And then it was all sloppy though. It was all backwards. I was supposed to hit the dude going in the bank. I hit him coming out the bank. It was we actually ended up getting away. And still after that, ended up getting caught.
Are you able to walk us through it?
What, through
the day?
Yeah, all right.
So how it happened?
Shit. I was in the car. They picked me up. They dropped me out. And it's crazy too because like I was a green ass nigga at this time because it's like you hit that lick by yourself. They dropped you off and left you.
Oh.
Yo. It wasn't no like 4 niggas going in the bank, woo, laying niggas down, watch security, watch the cameras, watch this. You only got a minute, this, that, another way. I get in and get out. Nah. They dropped me off. And went and parked in another car across the street. Cause I'm fast. Okay. So they like, the best time to hit it is on feet. When you cut, and bro, so okay, boom.
These was some older dudes?
No, two of them was my age. The one dude that was like over the whole thing, he was the oldest one.
Okay.
So, boom, I go up to the dude, white dude, and I asked him what time it is. And he was like, oh, what time? You know, so when he looked up, I said, I maced him. Okay. So the whole time, the shit ain't hitting his fucking eyes because he got his glasses on, man. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm in the parking lot. I'm just fucking spraying and shit. We both coughing. So I'm just like, bro, something gotta happen. I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out of this bitch. So he was trying to swing me off from the bag. So when he swung the bag, it caught under my arm.
Yeah.
So when it caught under my arm, I just ripped it. When I had it, I just took off. I'm talking about, you know them movies when people walk across the street and the cars be coming and they be trying to stop it. Bro, that's how it was, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell them, like, oh, you got it. So boom, we jump in, we go. That was the worst day of my life. We go again, we get away. Look in the bag. It wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Very small.
Very.
So was it one of the? I might have missed this part. Was it one of the truck drivers or something? Like,
see, at this time,
where you get the
back then in 2008, out there in Kansas, they had an old white dude who was getting everybody drops from Taco Bell, McDonald's. And he was taking them. They always using the same bank.
Got it.
So I was supposed to hit him going in, and I hit him. We actually got there late, and we had already knew that he's supposed to be there at 8:00. Yeah. He get there at 8:00 on the dot every time. We went to 3 days in a row. We got there at 8:10. It's too late. He was already walking in the building. And he probably got his schedule like that for certain shit like this.
Yeah.
And I ain't start thinking about that till I'm locked up looking at my discovery.
So how'd you get caught? How'd y'all get caught? Or
shit. We was driving and shit. I'm mad because of the lick didn't go how I wanted it to go. The dude that's driving, he trying to calm me down, telling him, fuck him. I want to fight. So, and then the dude that I was close with, that was actually my partner. We ain't partners no more. But he was like, bro, just chill. Like, nah. So dude ain't paying attention, right? So I want to say we're in Wyandotte. And he's going, it's raining. So when he stops, I'm like, bro, it's a red light. When he stops, he slides to the middle of the intersection, right? Right on the right. Police right at the first car on the light, at the light, about to get ready to turn left. He going this way, the police about to get ready to turn left. So instead of backing up and getting back in your spot and letting that police go, he kept going. Police pulled us over. He gave him a fake name. They gave him probable cause to search the car. My mind it's so going, I don't even realize I just robbed this dude at this bank.
Yeah.
Right? The bank bag's still in the car. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody like, damn, why y'all just didn't get rid of the fucking bag? I wouldn't even, I'm so gone because I'm on to the next lick. This didn't work, what's next?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't give me this, what's next? You know what I mean? So, I actually see him getting tussled up by the police. So, I'm about to get ready to get out and run. So, I see the bag on the floor. And in the back of my mind, like, dude was he was my partner at the time. He just had a newborn. I can't let him eat that. So I sat in the car. He told me to get out and run. Sat in the car. They was about to let us go. They was like, oh, you make sure you search that car? He's like, yeah, we searched it. He's like, search it again. They pulled the hoodie out, because they was about to let us drive away in that car and just take him to jail. Pulled the hoodie out. Kept pulling it. Commerce Bank. Oh, y'all work there? Call. Yeah, we was robbed. I heard him. Yeah, it was a black guy, all black.
Mm-hmm.
You know I ain't changed.
Right.
Cuff him. Yup. And I ate it.
Just cause I know. If I was looking, I'd be wondering if I was looking at this. How much was actually in the bag? Did you even count it, or you just looked at it and was like, this ain't shit?
It wasn't worth 6 years. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
It wasn't worth 6 years. I'd say probably like 10.
Yeah.
10, 15 maybe. It wasn't worth. Nah, bro, it wasn't worth 6.
Yeah. So you on your way to holding, or?
Yeah, I'm on my way to interrogation, get an interrogation room and shit. And this one I knew a nigga was snitching on me because they was like, oh, did you kick in the car wash a couple days earlier? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. He was like, I'm talking about that motherfucker wrote, that nigga ran down my people name, everything to me. He's like, I know you this ain't you. You got a scholarship, this and that. Just go ahead and tell us that they had something to do with it because they got long rap sheets. I just never got caught. It's my first time. So I'm like, nah, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, there's like, you know you gonna go sit for a long time. Like, it is what it is. Acting tough as a motherfucker. Like, man, it is what it is. Take me to my cell. Never been to one. I'm acting like, oh, yeah, take me to my cell, bro. I ain't got no more to talk about.
Hurting inside, though.
Scared inside, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what it's. I don't know what's back there. So, my first night, when they closed it, and none of this shit is still real to me. Nothing is real until they close that door. And I'm hearing motherfuckers scream all night. Yell, sing.
And this is before prison. This is
county.
Yeah.
So that bitch said hard. You know your family say, stop slamming my goddamn door. Mm-hmm. Like that times 10, that bitch slammed hard.
That
boom,
like yeah.
Bitch ass nigga, stay in there. Yeah, and I was on 23-1. Because I robbed the bank. So I was or robbed somebody at a bank. So I only came out for an hour.
How was you navigating in there? Like, what? Because remember, you said you were scared at first. Mm-hmm. You know, people will try you. Mm-hmm. Or does 23-1 prevent that from happening?
Hell no. Mother wants you, ain't gonna get you. So I was in 23-1 for like 6 months. Mm-hmm. And I was just like fucking around with the CO, like, yeah, man, I've been here for a while. I need to get reclassified. Everybody shut down. After our hour was up, they popped the door. Dobbins, pack it up, you leaving. I thought I was getting out of jail. I said, I'm about to hit the bricks. They gonna love me when I hit the bricks. And I held it down.
How long was it?
This is 6 months.
Okay. 6 months.
You know what I'm like, they about to let me out. Somebody behind me. I don't care who it was. My shit was like 125,000 cash. I'm like, somebody got me. Maybe it's my grandpa. I don't know. Man, we walking. And I see another door open. from another part of the jail. And I see all these other niggas, they out walking around and shit. I'm like, man, what's this? She's like, oh, you getting reclassified. I'm like, my heart dropped. I'm like, yeah, I ain't getting out, bro. Cause when you, bro, and they say, oh, the walls playing tricks on me. When you in that motherfucker, bro, and it's just you, it's like you thinking about everything you ever did in your life.
Yeah.
And you trying to replay it. Because you have nothing to do. So you trying to replay this in your mind all the time. Like, boy, yeah, I remember this, I remember that. And it's like, this shit for the birds, bro. I can't do this. Ain't no money in here. Shit, ain't nothing in here, dog. Prison ain't.
Was your heart broke?
Was my what?
Heart broke by you, by what you did to get in there. Like
did I feel like I let myself down?
Yeah, you said
bad.
Yeah.
I felt like that for 2 years I was in there. Then when my baby mama had sent my cause I was sending out postcards and shit for my son. She sent it back. Return to sender. That. And when I was in prison, I had a cell phone and shit. And I called her, left a message. But it's like, bro, I was just checking on my son, see how he doing. You know what I mean? I ain't got that long. She called up to the prison. Said, oh, I think my baby daddy out. And I know, because the CO I had bringing my shit in, he motherfucker told me. He said, bro, they find that phone, you gonna get another 5. I'm just letting you know. They ain't find it because it was in a whole nother unit by the time they got there, but, yep.
When you got your date, was it relieving or was it like...
Hell no, I still gotta do this 6. I get my date the first time I get to RDU.
So you got more than you expected or less than you expected? That's what I'm asking.
Nah, because I sat in the county for 2 years.
Yeah.
So if I would have went on and already went, I probably would have already been out. I would have been out 2 years earlier. But I sat in the county for 2 years fighting and shit, knowing I'm not gonna win. Mm-hmm. Not gonna win. I'm just trying to pass time to get it credited to my shit.
And probably had a rinky-dink lawyer and all that shit.
Yeah, so it was like, but when I got to prison, not county, when I got to prison, I wish I would have got to that hole sooner. I wish soon as I got locked up, y'all took me to prison.
Why is that?
Prison was like a college. It was like a college, just slower. You got your weight room, you got your gym, you got your dorm, you got your chow hall, your cafeteria, you know?
More structure.
It was a lot of structure. It taught me a lot. I think me going to prison was the best thing that happened to me in my life.
What did it teach you?
Being organized, stability. It taught me to appreciate things. As far as like a lot of people go in their bathroom and look at toothpaste and just that shit just be coming out all type of crazy around the top of it, going in the sink, not giving a fuck until you get to a point where you need it and you ain't got it. So I'm talking about, bro, like it was like sitting there washing your drawers in a mop bucket because you ain't got no washer and dryer. You know what I'm saying? You indigent, so you got to get shit from the state, which they not giving you no good toothpaste. That shit is glue and mint. That's it. Make it work. You know what I mean? So it taught me to appreciate a lot of things, bro. A lot of things. And then it taught me what was real. Because I always felt like, if you ain't going to visit me in prison, you ain't going to visit me when I die. Out of sight, out of mind. You're not going to visit me when I die, bro. That's just what it is. I'm not going to be able to see it anyway.
Yeah,
but I know, but I'm here now, and you ain't even coming. So I know it ain't going to be. That's why I never understood why people do the whole RIP with all the shirts and shit for a couple of days. You ain't gonna never hear nothing about that person no more other than the people that was really, really close to them. It really drag on them because it's like you could see them suffering through that shit every day. But it's like out of sight, out of mind. And I understood that. And like I said, and that's why I like apply myself on a lot of things because like I don't really be taking stuff personal unless it got to do with my money. You know what I mean? So a lot of things showed me like, bro, you can talk situations out, man. You ain't always got to be, because I was hot. Like you said, when I was in prison, I was on go. I had to be. It was, boom, tell you a story, right? My first day coming down the walkway shit. At this time, I had a little mini fro and shit. So I'm walking down and shit. This dude, oh, I like that one. He fine as hell. Whole time, nigga like a bitch. He looked like, I'm talking about, bro. The nigga looked like a female, but I know it's a dude. Right? So, me being me, not knowing prison rules, you can't call a person a bitch or a pussy in prison.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, bitch ass nigga got me fucked up. Nigga, I ain't no one of them. Nigga, I ain't no ass nigga. Fuck you. Why'd I do that? So, my cousin was in prison, same prison. I'm glad he was there. I'm glad this nigga, because ain't no sticks in prison. There ain't no sticks.
Right.
So my cousin was there. He comes, and we in the child hall and shit, because all the new people, you know what I'm saying, you go to your cell, then you go to child hall, everybody can see you. Motherfucker know you. Soon as your name drop on that list, they know you there before you come.
Yeah.
So ain't no getting around it. So boom, I'm sitting at the table, he come, I'm like, damn, I ain't seen a long time. You know, if you don't see a motherfucker for a long time, they in jail. So that's just what it is. They in jail, bro. If you don't see your people for a long time, they in jail. So he came to me, he's like, bro, what's up? He catching up, whatever. So the dude who I called a bitch came up to me. He's like, hey, what's all that bitch shit you was saying? I said, nigga, fuck you. So my cousin, I don't know how much rank this nigga got. He been in there for 2.5 years, but he came in knocking shit, clearly. Man, this nigga jumped up. He pulled. He had a coat on, and it's hot. I'm like, oh, this nigga had a coat. This nigga pulled out a bad motherfucker, like a sword, like in the middle, in front of the black suits or whatever.
This the gay dude.
To the gay dude, yeah.
Your cousin pulled it out
on the gay dude.
Okay, got it.
So he was like, oh, you know what the fuck this is, nigga? He walked away. He said, I got y'all. So my cousin knew that the gay dude was a porter. So he get out his room early. He get out 3 o'clock in the morning.
What's a porter?
Porter is the people that like clean up, do the trash and shit. You know what I'm saying? They get like probably extra trays and shit, probably little packs and shit, little extra little snacks and shit. Little teacher pet ass niggas. But so we sit back down. He was like, I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk shit on the court all the time. Like, oh, man, shut your bitch ass up. Woo. He's like, yeah, bro, it ain't one of those. He slid a notebook paper to me with coffee in it. He said, don't go to sleep. So I'm looking like, what you mean don't go to sleep? He's like, drink that, you ain't gonna go to sleep. He said, he coming, bro. He said, he coming. He said, make your bed up like you in it. He said, that blue jacket that they gave you, put pillows in it. That red hat that they gave you, put pillows in it. And make it look like you sleeping. He's like, he coming. He gonna try to stab you. He's like, but how your cell, I'm talking about this nigga knew the cell, bro. He knew how the cells were set up and everything. He's like, how your cell set up, when it get dark, it's gonna get dark at a certain spot. Just stay in the corner. As soon as they pop, because they pop everybody's door at 4, it don't matter if you up or not. As soon as he slide in there, you better fight for your life. So, jumped the coffee, made the bed up like I was in it, had it like curled to the top like I was like on my side. And I see this nigga. Like I'm in the corner, but I can see Buddy's face. He had his coat up with the collar part over, so you really can't see like his face for real on the camera. The camera's shitty. I don't really give a fuck. So when he slid in, he slid sideways. I brought him in. He slid sideways and had the knife on. But when he slid and I brought him in, this nigga like 120. And I threw him to where all the commissary was in the drawers. He dropped the knife. I thought I killed him. Because I ain't get off of him. Black suits came, got me and shit. And like when I had got out, because he was a blood, so he wasn't even, he was offset though. Like he ain't on no more because, you know what I'm saying, the gay shit. So they weren't on that. So after that shit happened, and I got out the hole, everybody's like, I had $100 sack, $100 sack, $100. Because nobody can do nothing to him. Because he's still, you know what I'm saying, it's politics. He's still like, you know what I'm saying, it couldn't be blood on blood. And he can fight. So niggas really want nobody can do nothing with him. But probably seen me as like, I'm gonna fight him, I'm stab that nigga. I wasn't going. And ever since then, I was just on my toes on everything. That's why I think kind of like I'm up right now. Like now, like even being out, I'm up at 4 o'clock every morning, bro. It's bad too though. Like, I know it ain't healthy, but it's like, I can't sleep in the bed. Like when doors and shit open and shit, I be like, you know what I'm saying? Or you know when you sleep and you feel like somebody over you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I ain't let that shit institutionalize me though. You know what I'm saying? I shook it because a lot of people come in there and you be thinking like, hey man, he like he was never like, bro. If you go to jail and you come out gay, you was gay before you went in. Simple. It ain't nothing to it, bro. Niggas is not really out there just trying to snatch it from you, bro. You're curious and you freaky. That's what that is. That's all that is. And you can't let that time go without you getting something.
So it ain't ever one of those things where Snickers start to look like a steak?
Nah, man. Nah. Snickers look like a Snickers, bro. Nigga tell you that, man. That's crazy. Snicker look like a Snickers, blood. Nah, bro.
Nah, nigga, this nigga look like
look just like that motherfucker, for real. Hell no.
Back to like the moment you was in the cell tucked off in that corner, though. Mm-hmm. This is your first experience with that, right? Mm-hmm. Was you scared in that moment, though?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I was scared as fuck. But my adrenaline is like, it's like pumping, so it's like either me or him. So when my adrenaline is like pumping, I'm like, damn. And at first, you know, you've been in a rush. You've been in a rush before. You know what I'm saying? Your hands start to tingle to where you just like, I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. I had to go. I had to. So I had a lot of fights in jail because of basketball. Because I knew nobody there was better than me. And they didn't know I went to college. They didn't know. They just thought, oh, this nigga from the hood, he good. But I used to talk shit to him, cold shit. I go right to the bathroom to fight. That shit just made me think a lot, though. I just felt like if I would never went to prison, I'd be dead. Easily.
It made your awareness
of a lot. Because all you do is sit there. You sit there, you study. Oh, I know this CO come in at 6 o'clock, and when he come in at 6 o'clock, he already put his pen on the right side. When he about to go clock and check all these doors, I know exactly which way he gonna go. Mm-hmm. That's all it do is just like make your memory better, because you have to remember shit. If you don't, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be just looking crazy up in there. But that was more of a, I think that was the best experience of my life. Prison. It was the best experience because I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, bro. Yeah. But it's like I feel like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be who I am right now. I feel like if I'd have went to jail for a little bit and got out, I still would have believed a lot of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I still would have went through would have been like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with that, I'm gonna fuck with that. Now I'm just like, yeah, that don't fit what I'm doing.
So when we did Decipher,
right.
Remember I said real is being you, it ain't about your jail time?
Right.
And you and Oscar instantly looked at me and was like, is this nigga dissing? I was talking to you niggas, but I wasn't like trying to diss you. I was talking to you. But at the same time, you got a little offended about that. Or maybe you was playing. So when you heard that, if you can remember how you...
I think that's more so just being fresh out. Cause you feel like you the realest nigga when you stay silent.
That's what
and yeah. So I feel like that was just that. I mean, cause now when you say it now, it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real is being you, not your jail time. Cause a lot of niggas go to jail and make you real, bro.
Yeah.
Just cause you went to jail and did some time, that don't make you real. Like, lame ass niggas go to jail and do time. That don't make you real. You still a lame ass nigga and you got out, you just did some time. That's all that was.
I'm always going to be that one to say what you don't want to hear. Because I was definitely talking to y'all. Y'all inspired the bar. Because all y'all conversations was centered around y'all jail time and all of that. So I was like, okay, we're going to do this. And I put the bar out there, wanting y'all to hear it. And y'all was like, all right.
That's a nice little gym. All
right. Yeah.
That's a nice little gym right there.
More importantly, though, getting out, and how did your relationship with your son go? Your daughter was born much after that, right?
Yeah, my daughter's born in 2014.
And your son was born when?
My son was born 08.
Okay, so what did that look like when you got out, and What is it? Where is it at now?
My son's 16. When I got out, I tried to reach out to his mama. We tried to do the mediation thing. We were supposed to go to counseling. They never showed up. Never heard from him. I only seen my son one time.
Since you got out?
Mm-hmm. No, since he been born.
No pictures or nothing. You don't. No social media.
I like people who I went to school with. I went to school with my baby mama who was in college. They send me shit, but I gotta like go search for that shit.
But you have seen a picture of him older now?
He hooping.
He look like you?
Yeah, he the star of his city. Quarterback, basketball.
You know what city he in?
Yep. Yep.
You ain't never thought about.
I reached out to him. He blocked me.
The stories he probably heard about you ain't, yeah.
I don't fault him for it.
No.
You know what I mean? Because they had to choose that. He don't know. Like, it's either I can't have him. And that's just how we grew up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That snitching shit just wasn't in it. So this is what I eat from not snitching. Cause I could have got probation and still got a scholarship, been around my son.
And now the snitches out here thriving.
Snitches is eating. When I thought I was doing the noble shit, snitches is eating. Snitches is on podcasts and shit, making a bag, telling you that they snitched.
While I'm sitting over here.
You know what I'm saying? While I'm sitting over here thinking oh man, this is what I was taught.
Yeah. My
son's 16. I ain't seen him in 16 years.
I hear they even run in the yard now too.
They run everything.
Yeah. How does that, I want to say, make you feel, but I can imagine how it made you feel when you was getting out. Because you felt like you took that time. Not took that time for him, because obviously you can't take the time for him. But what you did was so you can be with him.
She don't even know that. She don't know that. That's why I dropped. She don't know that. She don't know her voicemail was the trigger for me to just like, all right, boom, cool. But if you ask me like, bro, what would you change? Nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change nothing. How I went is how I went.
In your heart, do you feel like y'all gonna ever be able to sit and talk? Do you ever feel like he'll come around and be like,
my son?
Yeah. Have you ever thought about that?
I won't say I have, because I know people always tell me like, yo, he gonna see I gotta wait till he's 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like more so it's like, I don't know. I don't fault him for feeling no type of way how he feel, because he's supposed to, just because I don't know what was said to him. But if he come reach out to me like, yeah, I'm fucking with him, whatever you need, I got you. Sure. But at the same time, it's like, he's 16. What could I possibly tell him?
A lot, because he still got a lot more life to live.
Yeah.
And you still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, but it's like you don't know how much damage being done. So I could say all this, even all my paperwork and shit. That's like, look like me. I'd be like, if he come to me asking, why you never fight for me? All my paperwork I had got burnt up in the fire. You know what I mean? I got court documents and shit, this, that, and the other. But it's like, it's just like, and mentally, like from the beginning, I never wanted him to feel what I felt.
Yeah.
So I did that step because I'm just, so it's just like, just for him to feel that anyway. Just for him to still feel that shit, bro. Still go through the same shit that I went through. I'm not around at all. I don't know what type of male figures he got around here. I don't know what they teach him. But you in a white ass town. The population of black people is probably like 2%. Everybody else is Caucasian. Your mama don't know how to tell you when the police is pulling you over to keep your hands on the wheel. Why? Because you're going to blend in with your cousins. They are Caucasians. They're not going to treat you the same. You don't know that. But I can't fault him. Yeah. If he be like, oh man, I don't want to fuck with you, I don't want to talk to you. All right. Whenever you do, I'm right here.
Yeah, but whenever he do, you have to be right there.
Right.
What I'm saying is, you thinking about it in a negative sense. Right? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna tell him?
I wasn't saying it like that. I wasn't saying like it probably came out. I was saying like at 16, what is like, I'm gonna be like, oh, like tell him far as like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's like, I'm more still trying to learn you. Like I don't know nothing. So it's like, what can I possibly tell you? That's just going by like, oh, bro, you just my daddy. That's it. You wasn't there for shit.
You still trying to learn your daughter, ain't you? And you been there. We all still trying to, like, you still trying to learn every relationship. You should be still trying to learn every relationship you in, because once you feel like you know, you ain't growing within that relationship. Where y'all are is where y'all gonna be unless you grow from that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he come, just make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to probably be
my
some.
heart's open.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some resistance.
It is.
Keep in mind that the nigga is right in front of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he may be trying to act resistant, but part of him wants his dad.
Right.
And you probably more equipped to father him now than you ever was.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So just take that. It ain't about forcing some shit on him. It's about, at this point, being his friend, but still parenting him. Right, you know what I'm saying? You gotta humble yourself, knowing that I don't know him. I can't just come in. You know, that's like a new dude coming in your household saying, I remember his boss was messing with this one dude. I don't remember his name, man. He tried to tell them niggas clean the tub or something like that. Like, nigga, what? Who are you? Yeah. So trying to force shit on, that ain't the way. You got to find an approach and be patient in your approach. Because he had to be patient for 16 or 30, however year, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. But on to your daughter, though. She probably gets like because the way you shower her, the way you date her, your daughter, she probably gets the greatest version of you. What has she changed in you? Even not having your son in your life, what has it put in you as a parent to be towards your daughter?
I had to say, it made me slow down. It made me like appreciate more in life more. I mean, me going through what I went through, like, yeah, but having a little girl and knowing like, I was a dog. When I was growing up, I was a demon. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got a daughter, so now I gotta hope that I can show her exactly what dude to look for and what it's supposed to be. But it's like, I don't know, man. My daughter, I don't even be feeling like, sometimes it be like, it's like with your kids, it's like, they help you get through a lot of shit. You know, and they don't even understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, she didn't help me get through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because it been a lot of times I'm just like, man, fuck this. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. Man, I know niggas who out here, he ain't got none of their kids, bro. They live next door to their baby mama, don't even see their kids. Baby mama ain't even tripping, asking on child support, nothing to give them everything they want. I ain't about to keep fighting and going through her with this for her. But I do it. Because my daughter didn't do nothing. So she...
Twin, too.
Yeah. It's my little partner, man. It's my little partner. I mean, it's ugly right now, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. But
on to another woman in your life, Shavel. Y'all, from what I've seen, have been like pretty close over the years. Y'all probably had y'all ups and downs, but you didn't sing some downs with her. The fire. I remember seeing the recording of you like getting stuff out of the, you know what I mean? The fire, you was there for the fire, and you were on the show Love After Lockup. Is that how you say it? Love or Life After Lockup? Love After Lockup with her. Also, you've had your interaction with the guy Quaylon or whatever y'all had on the show, but actually keep in mind, you a man who loves women. This is one of the closest women to your heart right here.
Right.
So after you seen what went on online with him coming out, or however that came out, and what did you think about your cousin as far as like her feelings? What did that send you through?
I just told her it ain't her fault.
You told her it ain't her fault.
Yeah. Because a lot of people try to make it seem like her fault. It's her fault that he was in the closet. She ain't know. Niggas put on front. I ain't literally seen niggas in jail, bro, who literally got a whole boyfriend in they cell waiting on them, go out there and kiss their wife at visit. Swear to God, bro. And you will see him and be like, boy, that nigga look like he's soft as hell. That big nigga, yeah, the biggest one. He ain't gonna do nothing. Big for nothing. He the one getting pumped. He ain't doing the pumping. So nah, I told her don't worry about that. I said, well, what you doing and what status you is, it come with this.
You do.
So that's what you gotta know though. You know what I mean? Which you ain't gonna prepare yourself for the fact that your significant other being gay with a man. Yeah. You can't prepare yourself for that. So yeah, I had got, and at this point in time, and that resolved back to the fact that like I'm gonna ride, even if I don't fuck with you. If it's my family and you fucking with them, I'm gonna fuck you up. I don't care if I don't fuck with them. You ain't gonna fuck with them. You know what I mean? So, and we weren't even talking at that time. Yeah. When all that shit was happening. You know what I'm saying? I had hopped online and shit and, you know what I'm saying? Just had her back. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just saying a bunch of lies and just like, come on, bro. You're not like that. At all. And the nigga only doing that because he know her cousin in a whole nother state.
So when the comments is saying, because posting the video of hers, the comments is like I told you before, it's a lot of comments saying her cousin tried to warn her. There's a lot of comments in there about that saying her cousin tried to warn her. What do they mean when they say you tried to warn her? What did you try to?
I tried to tell her I was gonna go. I knew I was gonna go. I used to be that nigga. So I know how that shit's about to go.
As far as,
and then it's different with him and me because he was in there a lot longer and a lot earlier. Mm-hmm. So a lot of his life, he didn't get to experience.
When he go in?
I think he went in when he was like 16, 17? Mm-hmm. Or some shit like that. I think he did like 13 years or something. So it's like, he was raised in prison, in jail, in the system. He was raised in the system pretty much. So you didn't get to experience your teens, you know what I'm saying, your 20s. You know what I'm saying? You get out, you know what I'm saying, down there in your 30s and shit. So you didn't really get to experience anything. So your first time getting out and the first woman you meet, you gonna marry him? Nah, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. And then it'd be different if you met her before you went in. You met her while you was in.
Yeah.
No, it don't work like that. But sometimes you just gotta let people run into a brick wall, bro. Yeah. You gotta let people just find out on their own. So I said what I had to say. So I don't want to hear, why didn't nobody tell me? I told you. Nah. So y'all not giving me what I want, cool. So I wasn't about to, I ain't.
When you say they not giving you what you want, what you mean?
As far as like, I was just like, at first, when I first got on, I was like, oh, it's cool. But it's different when you got hella people commenting about you and shit. And okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like boosting your shit up. Cause I was just coming just like to support her.
As a support.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, everybody talking about you and shit. So it's just like, I wonder if I should be getting paid a little bit more. Cause I'm making this shit do a little something. I'm saying, I don't want the whole pie, but let me get the crust. You know? I don't gotta get in the middle, just get in a little edge. But yeah, they was somebody else on the budget. So I'm like, nah, they was, cause everybody can ask like, what a cousin, who your cousin, who your cousin, who your cousin. Yeah, I'm here, but I ain't there. I ain't with them. I wasn't rocking with it.
They weren't trying to break you off. Yeah. So, in closing, I usually want to leave words for the people, for a lot of people, but this is actually for the people too, while being for your son. If you were able to if your son was that camera right there, standing right there, what would you say to him right now?
That I'm sorry. That I messed up. That wasn't nothing he did that made the situation what it is. And I accept all responsibility as far as how he feel. If he want to have a relationship with me or if he don't, I gotta eat that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you get two things: chance and choice. What you depend on to do with it, it's on you. And if you know you got another breath in your body and you still stuck in the place that you at, that's your fault. Because you're choosing that now.
Boy, that leaving that meat did the mind good. The goal is to leave a lasting imprint on their minds and their hearts. We pray you've been indelibly marked. Appreciate you, well. Love you.